today we're here to talk about the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm sure you've seen a million videos on it. This is just my opinion on this particular palette. I will show you the colors here. It's such a beautiful palette. Every color in here works really, really well. Very blendable. I have not had a problem with any single eyeshadow in this palette thus far, and I have used every single one. So with that said, the $42 that I spent on this palette, I am pretty happy with. So if you are still thinking about buying this, I would strongly suggest it because I do love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the swatches. Hopefully I can get through this and give you the correct names for these, but excuse me if I don't. It's just I'm awful at it. So here we go. The first two I'm going to swatch for you is going to be Tempera and Golden Ochre. So it's going to be these two here, and I'm just going to do this real quick, very, very slow. The next two, Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange. And there we go. Next, I'm going to swatch the Vermeer and Primavera, and then Burnt Fresco and Red Ochre. So Vermeer and Primavera here, and there they are. Burnt Fresco and Red Ochre would be next, right under it. And then next will be Antique Bronze, Vermont Red, and those will be next. Let's go right here for you. Then next will be Love Letter and Warm Taupe, which is these two here. Very nice. And then the two last are Cypress Ember and Regular. Looks like regular, but I don't think that that's how they pronounce it. And those are the two brown and like orangey colors within this palette. There we go. I think that they finally milled these really well, so when you do go into them, they do have a lot of kickoff, and I'll show you real quick here. Just by, let me see, just by tapping this here, and then I hope you can see that, the kickoff in there. I mean, and for the most part, every single one of these shadows are like that. But with that said, you do not need to dig into this palette in order to get the pigment. You literally just have to tap it and then go in, and you will get the color that you want. So each one of these little guys is about 0.2 ounces, which isn't a lot, but I don't think that you will go through it very quick, if that makes any sense. And this palette will only last you about 6 months before they say get rid of it. So use it up fast. But I feel like if you clean off your brushes and you don't touch them with your oily fingers a lot, that they'll last a lot longer. So, I mean, I keep palettes for a long time. I feel like you can, as long as you take care of them and sanitize your brushes, you'll be fine. But with that said, I am in love with this palette. I really do like it. I'm very happy that I got it. It's gonna get dirty, which it already has where I banged my brush. And I mean, if you're a collector of packages, you may not like this so much because it will probably get pretty dirty. For the most part, this is going to be a palette that Anastasia keeps around, is what I've heard. So if you are not wanting to take the plunge right now, there's no rush. It's going to be around for a while. They're going to keep it. There are 10 mattes within this palette, then the 2 shimmers, and then maybe 2 satins. These eyeshadows are very, very creamy and easy to work with. They blend very well, which is something that I'm excited about. Considering how pigmented they are, they will blend out really, really well. So that is my review in this palette. I love it. It is a great palette. I'm very happy I picked it up. So first off, I'm just going to go in with Tempera all over the eye here, just to start off as a base. Go with Burnt Orange. And I'm basically just using the little brush in here. I mean, let's test it out and see how it works, because they gave it to us. So I'm going to go with Burnt Orange next, which is this color here. I'm going to use that as a transition color and see how that works here. So I'm just going to go right here in the crease and bring it out to the edge here on both eyes. This is actually a really nice color. Now I'm going to go right into Primavera. I'm going to just flip the brush over and use the littler side here. I'm going to go right here in on the top of my lid here. These do have a lot of pigment in them. It's really, really nice. Cypress Umber. Cypress Umber is going to be this here on the very end. There we go. Just going to literally just tap it in there because I don't want very much of it. And these do have a little bit of fallout, so just make sure that you're aware of that. I'm going to go right in the outer V here. I'm going to bring it up. I'm not going to go any further than that. Just right there. Because I don't want this to be too much of a dark look. I want it to be as subtle as possible, but I just wanted a little pop of color. Then I'm just going to bring that in all the way to the corner here. There we go. I'm going to take the other side and try to smooth that out just a little bit. Because I literally just tapped it in there and I grabbed a lot. So back into the Cypress Umber. I want a little bit more on this side. Then I'm going to go in the Golden Ochre here. And just right above everything. Slightly just bring up that color a little bit more. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the Cypress Umber again. Make sure you tap off your brush. Go right in. Right under the lash here. So yeah, I just used 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, 5 colors. I used 5 colors in this, but I don't think it's too harsh. So I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, bye. All right, I really do love this Modern Renaissance palette. My sister-in-law, Aamyie Ecker, she has decided to film a look with this palette as well, and she's decided to use some of the pinky looks in this palette. So if you would, just go over to her channel and check out what she came up with using the pink colors, because I feel like you almost need to see a bunch of different looks with this palette to actually get what this palette can do, because it is such a good palette. So her channel is going to be Aamyie Ecker. I will link it down below so you can go ahead and click on it and go to her channel, show her some love. She's really good and I think you guys will like her. So thanks for stopping by today, and I hope you guys like my review of this palette. So I think that just getting this palette, I may pick up some more of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. So again, don't forget to go over to Amy's page and give her some love, and I shall talk to you guys later. Bye!